All of them are crack. And you have like one house have like 3 family in there. 3 family in one house with 10 children or so. And me have to say, no man. Where them people are them and them for reach out to people them, you know, man, they put them in a position. You I know and then people them I work with you. I work with the people them. Come out and see what you can do to help the people them at Southeast Clarendon. Stop with the PR stunt because the people them must suffer in a real life, Jay. The people them must suffer in a real life. And anybody hear me this morning from Southeast Clarendon, whether you are Labour or you are PNP, who don't know say Pernell and no good for Southeast Clarendon. Because once you as an individual got to Roddy Spencer, he will reach out and help you. You understand? This man only come when election time come with him PR stunt. That's it. Nothing more, Jay. And enough is enough now. And Southeast Clarendon, I beg you to wake up. Remember our children and our grandchildren. In poverty not nice, sufferation not nice. The whole that we done in here, growing at it, and we have to take ourselves and try to take with children and with grandchildren, them out there. Do not follow this man with him PR stunt Southeast Clarendon. Young people who not hear me I beg you no. Sufferation and hungry nice and you know. Get up and make sure so you go out there, go vote for Mark Jefferson Golden. Mark Jefferson Golden have a nice housing plan for young people. Whether you work with a company or if you even self-employ, you can get opportunity to get one of them house there. Stop make these people come and fool on the Southeast Clarendon. I beg you, please get up, wake up. Poverty not nice, hungry not nice. Nothing down here, Jay. Thank you, Jay.
Why may I tell you, big up yourself.
Comrade Ivan, before you go, Comrade Ivan, the government is trumpeting that poverty has declined by 50%. You as a councillor caretaker in that division, and I know you do a lot of work down there, tell us whether poverty has increased or it has decreased, Comrade Ivan, as a person on the ground. Tell us.
Comrade Blair ask me that at them. Me just tell them every day. Say, you see, economy where them talk about and the poverty, nothing like that no go. So me tell them, you see, when me hear Jay a play, when Jay a play, is something with the poverty, this what my daughter come and say, you see it? I see same thing when me I talk about every day. Say no economy and poverty. No go so. More poverty than no more in a history when me ever see. More poverty than now, Comrade Blair, you don't understand. That me not understand because you see, me live in it and me know it. Me born and grow in it. A Rocky Point, me born. Me leave Rocky Point when me 36-year-old. I mean, have business at Rocky Point. Me do Rocky Point almost every day. I mean, have business place down there. You understand? So none of them can tell me no foolishness. You understand? None of them can come to me about poverty gone down. What? Poverty increased by enough to Comrade Blair. I tell you, me would have like somebody if it comes. You see, when me hear them attack, me have to wonder say if they in a reality. You understand? If they're really in a reality. Me hear them attack about one of them attack about what they Southeast Clarendon is they doing this and doing that. One I don't remember what name. Not even one call their name. And me have to go up on the live on one live in the dep and I have to shut him down because me the year I know say a PR stunt everything what they must say and do. You understand? I have a friend at Canada and when he leave here, he's a big labourite. I since in turn PNP me and him a friend. And him is a big labourite. Me don't know how he get contact in a local government election. How he get me number them. If you ever know how that man with the data them, I beg them, stop and say everything I him do for in data them. Nothing then do down there. I choose certain things when I want to put it out there. You understand? We have to keep certain things. You understand? We can't put everything out there because it's going to look too bad. You understand? It's going to look too bad. Me I tell Comrade Blair, you believe me when me I say poverty a little right and
Yeah.
I
understand. I understand that, Comrade Ivan.
Southeast Clarendon.
Because there has not been no population census from 2010, which is actually 15 years now. And the statistic coming out about the reduction in poverty is coming out of PIOJ. The Statistical Institute, which is Statin, has not released anything in that regard. The graph that the Prime Minister take to Parliament in his budget speech said that for 2024, the poverty rate was 12.1. So I don't know where them get this false number, this 8.2% number from. You understand? And I have the graph. I have the graph with me. You understand? But I just want to hear you as not only a caretaker, but a social worker. I know the amount of work you did in that region. So I just wanted to say it to the people so that they can understand. Thank you.
Me, I tell a line.
All right.
One.
All right, Comrade Will Ivan, just a second. Just a second, Comrade Ivan. Me so make aromatic talk, but me I get some breaking news. I don't know what is happening at Belmont Road, but Cliff Hughes seems to get some breaking news. So make we hear what going up at Belmont Road.
Is breaking news from Nationwide Radio. The breaking news is brought to you by the Contractor Center, providing building solutions for everyday challenges.
At 5 minutes to 1, there are some developments in the JLP constituency organization take over the seat after the departure of Carl Samuda. Well, I gather the Prime Minister and JLP leader is at this moment meeting with Mr. Samuda, the executive, and some delegates at the constituency office. And from inside the meeting, we are being told that Carl Samuda is to step aside officially. You'll recall the party said it wanted a timeout to decide what to do. Well, Carl Samuda officially stepping aside. And according to all sources, today is the first. There's an official vacancy in North Central St. Andrew. The Prime Minister and JLP.
Why? Jamaica? The internet in and out, but you don't get the gist.
The Prime Minister and JLP leader has reportedly told the JLP delegates no one will get seat by bad-mouthing the party and its officers. If we reward bad behavior, we only get worse behavior. The selection of someone to come into a constituency is not a matter of how popular that person is. It's about whether the person can manage or not. And he's still addressing the JLP delegates in North Central St. Andrew. Well, what is clear, it will not be Carl Samuda, so it will have to be someone new. But who, we're still to find out.
The breaking news was brought to you by the Contractor Center, providing building solutions.
All of them are hypocrites, because at Dana Morrison, they want to send up there. And that's the second part of the story them now want to tell nobody. Get the seat up there.
It's crazy. Aromatic wagwan. Aromatic wagwan. Look like aromatic not there.
You hearing me?
Yes, wagwan.
Good morning, my brother. It's a pleasure. Yeah. Mr. Blair just touched and I just jot a little thing here. And this grow 0.8%. And if you notice, they did not release the first quarter of the economy until 5 months later. You and I know that 3 quarters normally when they release the first report for the economy. So we are asking Statin why they pull it over into 5 months, almost in the second quarter of the year. Now, when we look and we see all of this, we don't see what bring out all of this. All of this is a distraction, because of the drill, Remember, Howard is here asking, balling out for starting to come and release the first quarter of the year. They did not pay any attention until Mr. The health minister and spokes. The opposition health minister.
Yeah.
He come out and
does
and break this breaking bombshell, and then all of a sudden we see everybody poverty increase the percent, the economy grow by 0.8%. 5 months later, you just release the first quarter of the first year of our economy. So we see that this is something that plan up and they try to distract we from the reality that was taking place on the ground. People are trying to persecute Mr. Dawes. And this is one of the things that catch me. He said one of the surgery, like from your neck, where they could use a plastic and some dust to do that surgery. He said the surgery would range at least 50,000. What Carl Bruce did, him buy dry bones, dead bones from America, and he increased the same surgery from 50,000 to 250 to 300,000. That is how wicked and heartless this guy Bruce is. And he have the backing of Christopher Tufton. And listen to me, Andrew Holness is the boss of Jamaica. He knows everything that is going on. So for this to slide so long, and they want to pull away themselves from it as if they did not know. No, bro, you can't do Alfred Dawes nothing. The man is doing his work as the spokesman for the opposition and health. I hear Mr. Blair started with something, and he said that he heard that Hanover gone green. I'm gonna tell you something, Mr. Blair. In 2007, when Mr. D.K. Duncan come back to Eastern Hanover, I want to tell you now that Craig Oates was one of Mr. D.K. Duncan's right hand. Mr. Duncan win the election over Barrington Gray in 2007. In 2012, he ran against Paula Jarrett. Mr. Duncan won that election. Craig Oates was there right by his side. I am talking about influence and people who they say have influence. In 2016, it was Winter McIntosh who ran for the People's National Party. Craig Oates was right there by his side. In 2020, Wavell Hines runs for the People's National Party. Craig Oates was right there by Wavell Hines' side. The question I am asking you, with all that you learned from the great late D.K. Duncan, you could not carry Winter McIntosh over the line. You could not bring Wavell Hines over the line. So all of a sudden, this man have influence. A track record we watch.
Fact.
Some people they yap and a
Facts,
talk.
yeah,
Many
talk.
people yapping and them talking. You hear Mr. Blair? Let them go and talk. We see what happened.
Yeah, we see what them are conquered between Blue Dot and Nationwide. Them are cook up a storm, you understand? But we just want to put our people on the alert. So do that. Blue Dot, no mind, because the People's National Party has never led in a Blue Dot poll from its inception. You understand?
Yeah.
So we don't expect when the result come out for us to be leading. You understand? Yeah. That's it. Let them stay over there so with them thing.
Yeah, and that's why we are here. So as I stated before, because remember, the People's National Party, you have to go through a process. The People's National Party don't really deal with criminal. Your record have to be clear. Now, if the party give you a guideline and do their internal poll and tell you that, okay, this is where you're lagging behind and you need to step up to the plate here. We are going to come back on you in the next 6 months or the next 3 months. Now, when the party come back, feel to grow, the party at the time was polling higher than you. So you are now a liability to the party. You should be the one who's supposed to bring the party over the line, not the party to bring you over the line. This is what happened with the gentleman in Eastern Hanover.
One on the arrow. You miss out a critical point.
Yes. Go again.
Remember the PMP.
Howard, before you touch the point, what info I call you for?
But I have no time for info now. From you know to say info time, all right.
Good afternoon, info media. Good afternoon.
Afternoon info. Oh, you know. Bear in mind,
Let's
the
go on.
PMP run with Craig Watts.
Yes, sir.
And him campaign for labor right in the local government election. And he couldn't bring one single council across the line. How can you take a man who get beat in a 2 general and then get a whitewash in the local? Him not the influence. So let's not be focused.
Right. They say them.
You know what? You know, long that ask for the quarterly result.
Yes.
And you listen to the result, Aaron.
No.
Listen to the result.
Yes.
I can't believe that Henry Andrew clown him out. The man mentioned nothing about remittances.
Exactly.
He mentioned nothing about tourism. All he talk about is passenger arrival. Passenger arrival is wide. You have Jamaican who go America and go visit and come back down. That go count in a passenger arrival.
Yes.
Tourism arrival is different. People who come to spend money.
That takes a double day. That was
right.
Down. Yes.
Right. Means that me got St. George's, and me only left with 5, you could get 6 and never go to university. But all I know is if tourism and remittance is their largest foreign exchange earner, and if both of them are down, how the economy will grow?
Where it come from?
You hear this morning news with Omar Hassan again?
No, I just hear Jay. I just hear you called in.
You get Jay not get the full clip, man. Jay want the clip where Omar said the country is like sitting in a bubble out for burst and in better call election. Jay, if you get the whole of that, it look like Ishmael only just take the last part when we said it, the broken news are gone.
Yes.
But continue. We just tell you about the critical point where he left out. He couldn't carry none of the counts of them over the line. None. And he was rejected.
Exactly, my brother.
And he resigned. He was kicked out of the party.
Because he was now a liability to the party. You was not, the party was not going to benefit anything from you now. So we just kindly, no disrespect, ask you to step aside. And then you start to carry bad feelings. Community start say all kind of things, start show up. The same photo them where you used to flip on the other side. Now you start flip them and show them now on the PMP side. As I say, man, we just have to stay focused, brother. Jay, you have a great program. You have an excellent program, keeping the people on farm. You are one of the town in Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party flag. They don't like your name. They don't like see you. They don't want to see you around here, brother. So guess what? The fight is on. We are at crunch time. And the message have to nail home right now. No time for mixed message. I see Mr. Blair start his live. Very, very good. Because the more is the merrier in this time. And I land my case right there.
Thank you, Arrow. Stand when Mr. Wayne Henry, the general at PIOJ, said if you are spending $1,099 per day, you are not poor. But $1,099 is below minimum wage. Because minimum wage is $3,000 a day.
Exactly.
So how you come with a statistic with that to combine to say that people know 50% of the people who used to stop in Jamaica not poor again. Because either you're poor or you're rich. There is no middle ground.
Not again.
Either you're poor or
No,
you're
man.
rich. Because that is the two gender in Jamaica now.
Them come with the big
Rich
word.
or
If you
poor.
come with Blair. Him come with the big word.
Yes.
The big word. But external shock. Find love. Him love blame Beryl, you know. All the last one them bring up Beryl. I have to show you. Say them to Jamaican. There's a 1.8% in increase shipping in one. What that mean? If you import more, how can you be growing?
Can't.
In Arab, in Serbia, there's an increase. He says there's an increase.
But Howard, the social programs has been increased. Part has been increased. Social housing has been increased. So how more people above the poverty line, yet still you have to pump more money in the social services, which you would use to benefit the poor. Tell me now.
Which is not true. The other day, you used to see KFC and Popeyes and the fast food them always say help wanted. The truth is, the economy is so contracted, not even the wholesaler employ anybody now. Mr. Chindu, I take him number and say when he want to, we call you. There's no vacancy, even for minimum wage. About backside, you know what he mentioned? Export for crude. How can you have a country, Arab, and you do ignorant? Trinidad, what produce oil, said too expensive for refine it. Make we can't go to Jamaica. And Petrojam come out with a headline. Oh, we generate 500 million US. And what they are not telling you, Corporal Blair and Arrow, is that for the March 31st quarter, for the calendar year ending March 31st, 2025, Petrojam lose $7.6 billion in the red. So in other words, Jamaican people are subsidizing Trinidad fuel.
The new government in Trinidad has started to clean up their refinery over in Trinidad. So sooner or later, Jamaica will not be able to refine the oil coming from Trinidad. Kamala Prasad has instructed his government to start to clean up the refinery because they want to get back the refinery on track. So I don't know where.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, country. My brother from Clarendon, Wagwan. Country look like you drop asleep, man. Go ahead, Howard.
Yes, so we dissect some more in terms of the analytical, in terms of the economy and the outlook. For the whole entire year, Comrade Blair and Dre and others, the Bank of Jamaica pumped $1.1 billion to save and to shore up the Jamaican dollar. And guess what happened? The currency lose 5% of its value, even though the Bank of Jamaica, for the whole of 2024, pumped $1.1 billion US dollars. Picture it. If you would take that 1.1 billion US dollars and build houses, affordable houses, how it would have generated the economy, for it would have spurred growth in terms of our artisans and laborers and hardware and everybody where deal with building and supplies, plumbers and all of those people. If you pump that night, that would have contributed growth to the economy, but you take it and you pump it in the market. You say you try to save the Jamaican dollar from a slide, and the dollar reached 160 today, and the opening of last year it was $155.50 value, and you take 1.1 billion US dollar. You know how much house that could have built, Dre? You know how much people in our work on site? Remember when the site are working up, Dre, the cook shop vendor out there now. When him come home in the evening, you know, him stop at the bar, you know, the bar pumping and benefit again, you know. The bartender now, she have liquor and the man when she send out and go buy the liquor, you know, even though it is a farmer, you know, a generation of income that again, you know, so that classify as employment, you know. And the spin-off would then go on and on and on. If you use those and build affordable houses, like say $10 million or less, you take that. It literally wastes, Dre. Waste because you pump it to catch up the economy. If it shows say you do something. And regardless of that, as you pump it in, the foreigners, which mean the hoteliers and all of those, Dre, 80 cents out of every dollar go back a foreign. And they try to fool us. But the economy is growing. And it is not.
How can you grow an economy? That has always been what the Jamaican economy has grown by more than 30, 40 years now. Until the economy can
a bogus
grow.
Number.
Yeah.
Bogus number. Me say a bogus number. You know why I say a bogus number? If tourism down and remittance down, or you reach at 0.8, as what Arrow said, distraction for counteract the drill.
And I would want to know what metric the PIOJ uses to arrive at those figures. Because there is no census, because census is not done by PIOJ. Census is done by Statin, the Statistical Institute. So what metric them use to arrive at these figures that they're bringing out?
You know what I'm glad for? Omar Azan come out again today and counteract it and say on the ground, and the Jamaican economy is like a bubble out for burst. And if them don't do something now or later, not even the commercial bank, you won't be able to take us for the loan because the Bank of Jamaica reduce the interest rate and then not pass down.
The Bank of Jamaica is appealing to the banks to reduce their lending rate.
Madam, Mr. Blair, you can go and hold on things to me. I got to do something. I don't want to end the live here.
No,
yeah,
man,
we go. We go on it.
We go on. Man. Been done from 2010, 15 years ago now, because census has been always been done every 10 years to count the population, count who is working and who is not working.
Another point of wordiness is, you remember when he gave the last report for the December quarter? For 2025. So I know it himself say come with the August number. If I tell it from December.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you want beat him. You want beat him. And tourism. And he never mentioned that in the report. Never.
But you know,
tell about logistics. Remittance down. Tourism arrival double digit down.
And you know what the funny thing about that, Howard? In the fiscal, the fiscal rate book, the yellow book which they had, Jamaica is projected to 2028. That is what is projected in there, you know. And not even the 1% with the false number Jamaica can grow. So all the economy, that the economy has improved.
I make them make up the number. We have a new somebody in the box of Comrade Blair. Make we welcome them and hear from them, and then we continue after that. Sharp.
All right.
Sharp. Who is Sharp? What me mind now, you come up now, back so now hear from you. Going once, going twice, sharp. You got to go.
The point which I was going on to mention was that FDI, foreign direct investment, in 2016 was over 970 billion Jamaican dollars. You understand? Foreign direct investment down by 2/3 to just over 330 million US dollar. So, where all of the development which I'm talking about? What are the industries? What are the new companies which open in Jamaica to bring down the unemployment rate to a low of 3.5? That's a question I want to ask.
And as I said again, remember, you know, you have underemployment and you have unemployment. And you have people who just not looking for work because it don't make no sense. $16,000 can't do nothing. And by the time they take out bus fare and then take out their lunch money, they end up with $2,000. So they just refuse to work. And the truth of the matter is, Comrade Blair, if I was in similar position, I would have done the same thing. If me I live otherwise, why kill out myself and I work for 9 hours? 8 hours for them and 1 hour for your lunchtime. And at the end of the week, all me can say is $2,000. What me have to put on to buy a Pro Box. But if you put it on, you're not going to eat nothing. We hear from Uncle Sidney. If I might jump out every minute.
Jump out back.
All right. Come in, Uncle Sidney, before you jump out back again.
Uncle.
I don't know what happened. I just start again for me. When me I say, if we back up on us, all right. You hear the argument say the government now pay over the public sector worker them to the institution where them whole like them car loan and them mortgage and them this. But me always want to find one good. So me have 2 cousins, one woman and one man. Two of them not live said place. So me make sure I ask them. Them say, watch a man. She nearly lose her car. She said, 3 months the government draw her money, $100,000 in all, and draw out 3 months. And for the mortgage and her car and mortgage. And I call him here, then call him, say, oh, she 3 months behind. Right? Them are going to send bail for the car. Just say, no, because the government take out me think what to pay on. Them say them not get no pay. So that is what the government doing. Me think some private sector alone you should do them something. I don't want the government start with them or something they know upon the people them. Eh?
JUTC are them favorite that.
What kind of food?
That's why most people don't want to lend JUTC money. Yes, the government do it. JUTC are their specialty that. Then they take that money and pump it back into the company.
Right. What kind of foolishness that are going? The lady said she nearly lose her car because they never call her. Because I must have told her no, say she's a good player and take the car. She have to go borrow the money. She have to go borrow the money and pay up front and the government short her money. What the reason why them no want to come, them are going to lose them little work. Them are going to lose their work if them come out front and talk. You understand? And me tell her, say, I told me no, say, them are PNP, make me no laugh after them, you know. Me tell them, me God, me say, if we was labor right, me not tap laugh, they laugh, me face swell. But me say, to me know, say, PNP, me serve food. Because the labor right, them want to vote and put them in. And talk about, hand you, them to feel it. You understand me? Nobody not be sorry for them, none at all. See? Good God up ahead, man. You hear what them I do know, so and hear what them I do know. This month, then take out for your money or 2 months. And then pay you. Well, you see the next month now, the other person them. Now go over to the institution them, you know. Where them fi pay, you know. Tell the other month, you know. You understand? So because all of them know, everybody know what you go check. Monthly know if their money come to the people them. What a shame and disgrace, you know, so you're that government. You're not a private people, institution. It's a government thing, and you have to check if your money pay over. That's no shame, that's so hard.
True.
That's no big shame.
True.
When they don't matter about economy, this economy, and you see, if you don't remember, 6 weeks ago, I said, man, I'm not if the PIO next one come out and say, poverty was 12%, you know. 6 weeks ago. Then what them do? In a 6 weeks now, they cut off 4% after the 12 again, but not yet. What we find gold, we find oil, we find bronze, we find silver. What we find? That's in a 6 week now.
Let me make up the number, man. For them one we stop talking about the drill. Then one we stop talking about the drill. But I don't know if you share the same position with me share with the drill, you know. At 250,000 for the drill. Until they can show away.
They know
the new series.
Man.
For all now, you know.